Hello, I'm Joan Childs. I want to talk to you for a few moments about suicide, bipolar disorder, and depression. Have you or anyone you know, or perhaps even anyone you might have treated, for every parent's worst possible nightmare, that is of losing a daughter or a son through suicide? I lost my daughter, Pamela Ann Glassman, almost 25 years ago this July, when she leaped out of her father's 15th story window. I don't really believe that Pamela wanted to commit suicide. I believe her executioner was bipolar disorder, an illness that she struggled with for more than 20 years. It took about 10 years to make a differential diagnosis because bipolar disorder sort of mimics so many other mental illnesses like schizophrenia and depression and mania and psychosis. But what I want to share with you is that there's nothing worse than losing a child. And there's probably nothing worse than losing a child through suicide, because the parents always feel that they could have done something to prevent it, or they shouldn't have done something to cause it. And the what ifs keep popping up all around. It took me 7 years to work through my grief, really work through it. As grievers, we know that we're nocturnal, so I was compelled to go to the computer and write. And it wasn't my thoughts that I was writing, it was my heart that was writing this for me. And in the end, I was able to put together what I thought might be helpful to other parents who have gone through similar situations of the loss of a child through suicide, some of it intentional, some of it unintentional. But nevertheless, it leaves such scars and such wounds and such horrors that are lasting sometimes through a lifetime. I still have not a day that goes by that I don't think of her, but it does get better. And by helping other people, I was helping myself. During those 7 years, I wrote and came out with a book that I think might be helpful to all of you who have gone through what I went through. Or if you're a therapist or psychiatrist, psychologist, and deal with the loss with parents who have lost a child, I would like to suggest that maybe you take a look at this book it's the second printing of Why Did She Jump? My Daughter's Battle with Bipolar Disorder. I think it might be helpful for those who are suffering from the grief and loss of their child, and maybe help them understand what a horrible disease bipolar disorder is, as well as depression and other mental health or mental illnesses. In the book, I also talk about our substandard health system that really doesn't have enough support for mental illness. So I suggest that you see this. You can get this on Amazon.com/books. And you'll find it there. The original one is still there, but it's out of print. So I suggest that you go on Amazon.com books and look this up. I thank you for your time, and I think this book will be well worth it to you and to anyone that you know that have gone through that. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your attention. Have a wonderful day.